The Zevo likes to talk about life while he's shooting people in the face. The Zevo.
What is going on, everybody? It's Lazevo here. I got kind of a cool topic I want to talk about with you today. So I listen to a lot of sports talk radio around here in the Detroit area. I'm kind of a huge sports fan, and most of you guys probably know that. But I was listening to sports talk radio, and they had a cool segment on the other day, and it was give us your Mount Rushmore of most hated athletes in Detroit history. So obviously I live in the Detroit area, and they started going on and on about it. Whatever, people were calling in. Everybody had kind of a different opinion. But what I thought was cool is I started thinking, how does this apply to gaming? What would be our gaming Mount Rushmore? So what are the four iconic figureheads that you would put if they were going to carve a gaming Mount Rushmore into some mountain, which would be pretty awesome, by the way. I don't know, tourism's down in Detroit. Maybe we can, I guess we're kind of low on mountains, but we can find some place to carve this thing. I guarantee it. Carved in some old burned out buildings or something. Anyway, I thought it'd be cool, so I kind of posted it out on Twitter, and I got a little bit of feedback from you guys, and just kind of wanted to talk about who I think should be on there and what the consensus was. So, first things first, if you're looking at the actual Mount Rushmore, there's guys on there like George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, kind of what we would consider, the old school figureheads of the country, right? And if you would take this and apply it to gaming, the George Washington of gaming, the founding father of gaming, has got to be Pac-Man, right? He was the arcade favorite when the first Ataris came out or whatever. He was what everybody wanted to play, right? It was the most addicting game of the time, and I think that he has to be the George Washington figurehead. So he is going to be the first face that I carve into the gaming Mount Rushmore. Now, second face of gaming Mount Rushmore has got to be Mario. You can go back from Donkey Kong into Super Mario Brothers. You recognize Mario's face from a mile away. The little mustache and he's a little Italian look to him. He's definitely an iconic figure, and I'm gonna put him over in the spot of Abraham Lincoln. He's kind of my Abraham Lincoln figurehead. He came later on in the story, but he's just as iconic. And then it gets a little more unclear after this point. I saw some different names come out there. Some people wanted Donkey Kong. Some people wanted Samus from Metroid. Some people wanted Master Chief from Halo. And he's kind of really new school to me. So I was kind of thinking we got to stick more with the old school theme. And so my next pick for this is going to be Link from Zelda. I think there's so many people out there that love the Zelda gaming series that Nintendo puts out. I know people are just dying for the new Wii U game to come out. I think he is definitely one of the most iconic figures. The little green hat, little elf-looking thing. I can remember putting a lot of hours into Zelda when I was little, and that was one of my favorite games. So I'm going to go ahead and say he belongs on the Mount Rushmore of gaming. And we'll put him in Thomas Jefferson's spot. And last but not least, we have one more open spot, because obviously there's only 4 heads on Mount Rushmore. And this one, again, a lot of names being thrown out. I even heard a Princess Peach in there, but we're not going to put any ladies up there. Sorry, ladies. Gaming to me is just, I don't know. It just seems like you got to be the actual hero of a game. I understand you can play Princess Peach and Mario Brothers 2 or whatever, but it's not the same. She was the one you go after. She's not the one that, saves the day. She got herself caught by Bowser in the first place. She's the reason we're in this mess. But anyway, so my last open spot, I think, has to go to Sonic the Hedgehog. He was another iconic figure, a staple head of Sega and their gaming system. And I think that he's another one that they consistently put out Sonic games whenever they come out, and they're still super popular. So I think that he's gonna round out the last spot on Mount Rushmore. So just to review, we're gonna have Pac-Man, we're gonna have Mario, we're gonna have Sonic the Hedgehog, and we're going to have Link from Zelda. I think that's a good gaming Mount Rushmore. Now, if you want to take it really new school, I mean, I know some of you guys aren't old enough to remember maybe even playing all those games back in the day like I am, because I'm an old fart. But if you want to take it new school, here's the guys that I think should be on the new school. Number one would be Lara Croft. Lara, is it Laura or Lara? I think it's Lara. From Tomb Raider. I think that, again, Tomb Raider games come out all the time, and they're always super popular, and I want to see those breastises carved into the rock. I think that would draw a lot of attention. And then rounding out the second spot would be Nathan Drake. He's one of my new school favorite characters from Uncharted. I think he's becoming, kind of a staple of Sony's systems, and I'm looking forward to, a future Uncharted on the PS4. I think that'll be awesome. He's one of those, definitely by far one of my favorite single player games of this latest gaming generation. You got to have Master Chief on there for sure. Halo is huge in the Xbox world, and I think we have Halo to attribute for the console first-person shooter, and I think he's just again an iconic figure. He's got to be on there. And let's see, last but not least, this is a personal favorite to me. I'm gonna go with Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War. I love the Gears of War series, and I think that he belongs on there, at least in my book. So again, to recap the new school Mount Rushmore: Lara Croft, Nathan Drake, Marcus Phoenix, and Master Chief. I think that'd be a cool new school, and maybe you younger guys will agree more with that Mount Rushmore than the old school. But basically, I thought this was a cool topic, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it, and I'm really hoping that you guys will put your Mount Rushmore candidates below. Maybe I'll even do a recap video when this is all said and done. I'll take all the suggestions, old and new school, and we'll get one gaming Mount Rushmore, and then I'll petition the emergency manager, who is now running the city of Detroit, that we need this to draw people in. This is gonna be bigger than the giant RoboCop statue we're building. If you guys don't know about that, look it up online, because it's real. It's the real deal. It's like a 30-foot RoboCop statue. It's awesome. Anyway, I thought this was a cool topic. Let me know what you guys think about this, what your candidates are, if you agree, disagree with me, and I think this is pretty cool. We gotta get this done. As gamers, we need to make this happen. It's a long time coming. All right, guys, that's it for me. Talk to you later.